Daddy built that old wood bench down beside the willow trees, where the river bent around the hill and drifted with the breeze. He said, "Son, this little place will teach more than I can say. The water always finds its course, and so will you someday." We'd fish until the evening stars painted silver on the stream. He'd tell stories of Grandpa's life like pages from a dream. Every laugh still lingers there, floating softly through the air. If I close my eyes, I swear he's still sitting in that chair. When I turned 18 that spring, I couldn't wait to leave. Thought the world was waiting there with everything I'd need. Daddy simply hugged me close and never begged me to remain. He only pointed toward the river as the evening turned to rain. He said, "Life will hand you victories and heartaches just the same. When you lose your way, come back right here. This river knows your name." I smiled like every young man does, certain I knew best. Too young to understand the gift hidden in his words. That bench by the river never asked me where I'd been. It welcomed every broken dream like an old familiar friend. When the world grew loud with worries and hope was hard to find, peace was always waiting by that river in my mind. Some folks search forever for riches they can't keep. I found everything that mattered on that old wooden seat. The city gave me everything except a little peace. Longer days and taller buildings, but shorter nights of sleep. Mama called one autumn day, her voice was soft and slow. "Your daddy's getting weaker, son. I think you should come home." The highway seemed much longer than it ever had before. Every mile carried memories back to that familiar shore. I found him on the riverbank, watching sunset's golden glow. He smiled and said, "I wondered how much longer it'd be." We never talked of dying, we talked about old times. The fish that always got away, the first bite that was mine. He laughed about my baseball games, how I'd strike out swinging hard. Then quietly he looked ahead across a fading dark. He said, "One day you'll bring your children here, you'll tell them stories too. And when they ask where Grandpa is, just point across the water. I'll be somewhere in the current, still walking beside you." Winter came without asking, the river never stopped. Neither did the memories sometimes. Love keeps flowing long after goodbye. Now my grandson sits beside me with Grandpa's fishing pole, throwing rocks across the water, watching circles slowly roll. He asked, "Did Grandpa really build this bench?" I smiled through quiet tears. Every board, every nail, with his own two hands. Then he looked across the river where the evening met the sky, and softly whispered, "I think Grandpa's fishing right over there." For just a little moment, I believed it too.